New Yorkers by the thousand descended on the US Open at winged foot to see Jim Furyk justify his place in the US Ryder Cup team when the 36-year-old from Westchester shot a closing 70 to secure second place. One shot ahead of a group that included Phil Mickelson, who, though narrowly failing to win his third consecutive major title, will be part of Tom Lehman's team in Ireland. The following week at the Booz Allen Classic, Ryder Cup points were an added incentive, and Steve Stricker's putter worked its charms as he finished in a tie for second to go to 22nd on the Ryder Cup standings. Jerry Kelly opted for the muddiest of sand lies as opposed to a free drop in the thick rough, and proved his expertise with this superb chip on his way to a tie for 13th place and into the top 20 on the Ryder Cup points list. But as the tournament went into its second extra day because of a deluge that hit the Washington area, Ben Curtis emerged triumphant. It was the 29-year-old from Ohio's first win since becoming Open champion at Royal St George's 3 years ago. His 20 under par total of 264 missed tying the tournament record by one shot and earned him useful Ryder Cup points with some 8 weeks to go before the team is selected. He's currently 21st on the qualifying list.
From there to the Buick Championship at TPC River Highlands in Connecticut, where Stuart Sink, whose experience might prove invaluable to Tom Lehman and who won his first tour title here in 1997, finished tied fifth to encourage hopes of a third Ryder Cup appearance. With only the top 10 earning Ryder Cup points, it was another frustrating week for Zach Johnson, whose one tour win was the Bell South Classic 2 years ago. A potential Cup rookie, there were no points this week as he finished down in 21st place with a final round of 71. Tied with Scott Verplank, four-time winner on tour and 11 times the runner-up, including twice this year, but still far from sure of a second Ryder Cup outing after a disappointing weekend when he dropped right out of contention after a good start. It was the local boy, 31-year-old JJ Henry, who's been coming to the tournament since he was 5, who fulfilled his boyhood dream to claim his first PGA Tour title, becoming the 6th first-time winner this season with rounds of 63 and 67 over the weekend. The emotional win, the first by a Connecticut native in the Buick, earned him a place in the Open Championship and 375 Ryder Cup points to make a debut in the matches in September, a distinct possibility.
So let's take a look at how the American team is shaping up. A sprinkling of new names are among the leading qualifiers, mixed with the likes of Sink, DeMarco and Love, who were all part of the losing team last time out. Positions 6 to 10 comprise 5 potential rookies. Lucas Glover has 6 top 10 finishes to his name this season, but a formidable top 5 will need no introduction to the fans in Ireland.
So, much to do for New York-born Chris DeMarco, who scored 2.5 points out of 4 as a rookie last time, and with a highly competitive spirit, proved to be a crucial member of the team, as he was in the last 2 President's Cups as well.
To play for your country is an honor, and to be able to do that is just phenomenal. In Ryder Cup, the history obviously is a little bit greater. Obviously, been doing it a lot longer. It's amazing, and we didn't play too well the last time, and the Europeans played phenomenal. So, hopefully we can turn it on them a little bit this year.
Europe's recent domination in the matches owes a lot to their success in the fourballs and foursomes. At Oakland Hills, DeMarco formed a fairly successful partnership with Jay Haas, but the Americans are often criticised for their apparent lack of team spirit and for pairings that just don't gel. So, can they get it right in Ireland?
I think that the one thing that they do is that they do pair guys that know each other and are friendly with each other and are comfortable with each other. We assume that everybody on our team is like that. When in essence, you gel better with certain people.
The Americans made a big breakthrough in last year's President's Cup when they beat the rest of the world in a thrilling contest, with skipper Jack Nicklaus at last finding good partnerships for his 2-star players, Woods and Mickelson.
I think you saw that last year. I know Phil and I played very good together. I know Tiger and Jim Furyk played very well together. And, you know, that type of comfortability is good for a team. And when you go out there and you feel like you're a team, instead of two individuals, it's a lot, you're gonna perform a lot better.
DeMarco's twice been in a playoff for a major without yet winning one. But the 37-year-old, who got his first hole-in-one at the age of 10, playing with two priests as witnesses, was a stalwart of that victorious team.
Again, it's a team sport, but if it was written for an individual, if there was a script written, I think it was writ perfectly for me.
Holing the winning putt on the final green, DeMarco's clearly inspired playing for his country. But he's yet to qualify for this Ryder Cup team as they set their sights on a full set of trophies.
I'm friendly with Nancy Lopez and her winning the Solheim Cup. I told her that was great motivation for us because we got a cup back, and then the Walker Cup won. The U.S. won there. So, you know, the only cup that's not in the U.S. right now is the Ryder Cup, and, you know, that's the one we want back.
One of the most dramatic changes to the Ryder Cup in recent years has been the role of the spectators, from the subdued support of the 70s to the fanatical fans of the modern era. The Ryder Cup will never be the same again, and over the last 20 years the galleries have helped make the matches a unique experience both for the spectators and the players.
Well, they're going to be great in Ireland. We were going to know that, that's for sure. So it's going to be special, and the team that's going to go to Ireland is going to have a great time and a great support, which is important. The spectators don't win the Ryder Cup alone, but they certainly help a long way.
Padraig Harrington won't forget his Ryder Cup debut, 1999 at Brookline, when the support was simply deafening.
You don't experience it too often, you know, the excitement that's generated out of Ryder Cup. Certainly, I remember in Brookline in '99, going down to 16th. I couldn't even I could only equate the noise to the noise that you would have if you were beside the speakers in a disco. As in, if you were there too long, you'd definitely have ringing in your ears the next day. It was incredible. Somebody could have shouted at you from 5 yards away and you wouldn't have heard it. It was so noisy. So you just don't experience that in golf. So it's great. It really is. It's unique, and it does put more pressure on it, but it makes it more exciting at the same time.
The thrill of playing at home is hearing the crowd go crazy. That just gets you so excited and motivated, and sports are about momentum, and the crowd can be a huge factor in helping either sway momentum or keep momentum going. When the momentum gets on your side and you're playing in front of the home crowd, the energy is amazing. So it's a big deal. So as the away team, silence sounds pretty good.
One man whose very performance is influenced by the highs and the lows of the gallery's responses is the passionate Chris DeMarco.
Well, obviously when you're home, you can tell a cheer for an American rather than a European, for sure. I mean, it just goes throughout the whole course. And, that's what I try to do out there is I try to get our crowd into it on our home soil, because it pumps you up. I know that if I'm 3 or 4 holes back and I hear a roar 4 or 5 holes ahead and I know who it is, I know it's an American cheer. Boy, it pumps me up. It gets the goosebumps going and gets me going. So it's nice. We're not going to get much of that over in Ireland because, obviously it's going to be for Europe, but we're going to have our American fans over there, and we're going to have some people cheering for us.
And it's those travelling fans and the current good-natured rivalry of the galleries that give the Ryder Cup its enviable reputation.
Crowds are probably one of the most important things in the Ryder Cup. In Europe, that is a continent, you get so many different countries together and so many different cultures together for that week only, and all the singing and everything that goes around. It's just an unbelievable experience to live, and if you're a player to have the chance of seeing that is quite amazing.
And if you're still not sure what he's talking about, well, next week, when the galleries may be a little more subdued, the cheers will ring out from Royal Liverpool, staging its first Open Championship since 1967 and offering not just the famous claret jug, but copious Ryder Cup points as well.